Chapter 11, Traveling Companions. Without inspiration, the best powers of the mind remain dormant. There is a fuel in us that needs to be ignited. Fortunate is the one who has the person with the spark around them to ignite their fuel. One of the most challenging aspects of beginning a new venture has to do with how one's peers, friends, and family respond. Since birds of a feather flock together, people may seem offended that you want more out of life. It can be very lonely to break ranks with those who are satisfied with the status quo. You love them, but you know you have to create some distance, at least for a while, to nurture a winning mindset. Let them be. Friends will remain friends, and family will still be there. Trying to change other people's views and desires will lead only to frustration. Here's the good news. As soon as you step out of that comfort peer group, you will begin to discover individuals who share similar dreams. Some of these will become your traveling companions. And if you have a spouse or a friend who shares your dreams, you are doubly blessed to share the journey with them. On my journey, I have found traveling companions in unexpected places. Some of my closest friends are what most of the world might consider competitors. While we may spar playfully from time to time, we freely tell one another about our latest resources, insights, and trade secrets because we share an abundance mentality that sees our market as unlimited. We spark one another's creativity and gain inspiration from one another. Leaders in all fields learn from their peers. Basketball star Kobe Bryant famously watches videos of top players' games in his downtime to continue to master his own game. Artisans and craftsmen of all kinds study the works and techniques of their colleagues. Great actors study the performance of other actors. Creating a mastermind group. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, the human mind is a form of energy. When two or more minds cooperate in harmony, they form a great bank of energy, plus a third invisible force which can be likened to a mastermind. Page 199. Hill dedicates a chapter to the power of the mastermind, page 50, which he defines as coordination of knowledge and effort in the spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose, page 171. Hill asserts this form of cooperative alliance has been the basis of nearly every great fortune, page 171. As I pointed out in the chapter on plans and maps, it is very helpful to assemble a team or community of like-minded people to support and encourage you to achieve your dreams. You want to associate with those who share your or support your purpose, desire, and determination. When you first when you are first getting started in business, joining with others who are following the same map or business system allows you to focus your attention on the steps required for success. As a team, you can learn a great deal from one another, hold one another accountable for actions and results, and pay close attention to what's working. A proverb says, though one may be overpowered by another, two can withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Though you may face many challenges in beginning a new business, supportive colleagues can be a great source of courage, strength, and inspiration. While you concentrate your collective energies on business building actions, you begin to discover individual strengths and capacities. To achieve your group's shared commitment, It helps to foster and encourage these diverse personalities, skills, strengths, and points of view. A common pitfall occurs when we expect others to think and operate just like us. A big part of learning people's skills has to do with motivation and communication styles. Many classification systems try to provide insight into the essential variety of the human family, such as the Myers-Briggs type indicator, the Colby indexes, the Kersey temperament sorter, the DISC profile. At some point, you have probably taken one of these questions, and the system labels you with terms like assertive, analytical, social, aggressive, expressive, introverted, supportive, altruistic, dominant, researcher, implementer, protector, idealist, artistic, and conscientious. Sorry. Filling out such a profile can be very valuable if we develop a deeper appreciation for our own style as well as those of others. It is critical to understand that success in business does not favor one style over another. You will find leaders in all businesses who can be described by any of the labels just mentioned. The common characteristics of all successful entrepreneurs are purpose, desire, faith, and determination. Within a supportive team environment, each person begins to appreciate the talents he or she has to offer. The dynamic between the group's shared commitments and diverse personalities creates remarkable strength. If you dedicate yourself to work in a harmony with mutual respect, you learn how to share and leverage individual strengths. Watch any team sport and you will see this in action. One player excels at setting up the shot, another one excels at taking the shot. Learn to pass the ball fluidly to one another, and everyone's game improves. As former President Harry Truman said, it's amazing what can be accomplished when you don't care who gets the credit. Or as I like to say, let others have the credit and you keep the cash. Pitfalls of becoming a mentor. Working in this mastermind environment, you have an opportunity to acquire the skills that will take you to the top of any business model. As you master the fundamentals of your business and produce satisfying results, you will naturally begin to take on the role of a mentor. This can be a precarious time for many individuals. This is when many people try to innovate before they really understand how duplication works. They discover something that works for them, and it may even produce an increase in a particular result. But for some reason, others can't or won't copy the behavior. So it won't duplicate. Then people get discouraged and think, what's he doing? Doesn't work for me. And the system falters. In this industry, it doesn't matter what works for one person. It only matters what duplicates. When you begin to mentor others, it's easy to shift from a business building mode into management mode. Nothing will kill off your business momentum quicker. As a mentor, you must model behaviors that lead to success. So you must always be taking the same actions that got your business off the ground in the first place. Mr. Gould taught me that the only activities that contributed to my paycheck were peaking, pointing, and promoting. These are the activities that duplicate. I mastered peaking first and achieved more with one skill than I could have imagined. The Native American saying holds true. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. The beauty of business is that you will begin to reap rewards long before you master all the skills. Another aspect of this same management crisis arises when you start to depend on others to achieve your goals. This is a recipe for disaster. Believe in others and their abilities to achieve their dreams, but never stake your dreams on what any particular person or group will accomplish. You alone are responsible for your goals. This can be a difficult mindset to grasp because, in the end, a leader will always acknowledge and edify those who have contributed to his or her success. But a true leader knows that while many people participate in accomplishing his or her dreams, ultimate responsibility for achieving them rests on the leader alone. Remember the parable of the sower? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. If you keep sowing the seed faithfully, you will reap harvest. True purpose. When I started in business, I imagined I could make some money to tide me over until I could return to working on cars. I prayed that God would heal me quickly so I could get back to my calling as an auto mechanic. But as Garth Brooks sings, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Today, my business touches the lives of millions of people, yet I never lose touch with how it all began. 25 years ago, I imagined how great it would be to have maybe a couple of hundred people in my organization. At that time, I thought that was my purpose, was to create wealth. And the means to achieve that was building a network of business relationships. I thank God every day that I didn't give up the first week when it seemed nobody was interested. Instead, I showed up and I listened to my mentor. He taught me that you become interesting to others by being interested in them. As Mark Twain put it, there was never yet an uninteresting life. Such a thing is an impossibility. Inside of the dullest exterior, there is a drama, a comedy, and a tragedy. This business has enabled me to know and love some of the world's most fascinating characters. And now I realize that in the early days, I had it backwards. My ultimate purpose has always been to build these beautiful relationships and to contribute to these precious lives. Our shared dream of creating wealth may at times have captivated the focus of our attention, yet in reality, that shared ambition has merely provided the means and the path to achieving our greatest purpose, true friendship. Questions for discussion, reflection, and action. What people who share your dreams and desires might join you in a mastermind group? Number two, what strengths and capacities do you have to offer in a team or a mastermind effort? Number three, in what areas will you benefit from other people's strengths and capacities?